Hey guys, this is Simon Fox here. I'm here to talk to you about the Underworks binder and the GC2 binder and why they're different or similar, why one's better than the other. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about both of them, compare them because I can. If you're wondering why I have like a little headphone thing right here, is because the microphone on my phone decided not to be super awesome anymore. And there's like this weird fuzzy sound, and so I have to remake this video, and I'm going to use this little thing as a mic. And, you know, budget YouTube goals. Talking about the Underworks binder first, because I've had it for a little bit. This was actually given to me by a friend. Thank you very much, friend, because it fit me. And they were like, hey, you want to try it? And I'm like, yes. Anyways. Right, so, some of my facts, some of my information comes from their experiences as well, because, like, not two people are going to experience this thing the same way. And also, there's, like, some things I didn't experience, like the shipping and stuff like that. So, just know some of this information comes from not just me, from my friend too. So first off, the Underworks binder. The one I have right here is a full tank, full compression binder. It feels very meshy for like first impression whatevers. It feels very meshy. The texture of it is very different to the GC2B, which I have right here. Yeah, this one feels it's inside out. I'm sorry. I'm a mess. Everything's a mess. Right. So the GC2B, it looks different. It definitely looks like it has a different fabric. It looks like it's got some shine on it, and this one looks a lot well, it just looks a little bit rougher. Like, it's not uncomfortable. Like, this one, I mean, it's more comfortable. This one isn't uncomfortable, but anyways. Right, so this one, full compression. It has a mesh feeling. It has like, it has like this border to it that's kind of like fabric coming out wise, and you can kind of see through the back of it, which I guess it's mesh, so you can. Not the front. Oh, wait, yeah, you can, actually. You can see through the front of it, too. Right, so let's talk about the customer service first, because that's, like, the first thing that happens, usually, when you get a binder. Friend told me that they didn't really talk to customer service, because they didn't really have to. There wasn't, like, any issues that arose. It arrived within 2 to 3 days, having shipped within 1 or 2. So that's really good, actually. Fast shipping for binders, that's what we need, especially with binders being such an important kind of factor for self-confidence in trans guys or non-binary or binder-wearing folk. They told me the packaging was also very discreet, so that is definitely a plus if you're looking to be stealth or you're not out yet to your parents or something like that. Discreet packaging. It is a year old in like use. They had it for 4 years. They've had it for 4 years, but it's a year old in use, plus like couple of days I've used it. But yeah, it looks brand spanking new, and it works just like new. It binds perfectly fine, and yeah, there's definitely no visible like wear or tear or anything on it. So I definitely can say that this seems like a very durable binder, and so that is definitely great, because you don't want your binder falling apart, because like sometimes they're kind of expensive, which, speaking of expense, this was $25 around $25, and that's not that bad. That's actually pretty good compared to GC2B, which is like around 30. So good pricing. Wearing the binder, which is a very important part. It is full compression, so it is a lot tighter than the usual half binder that I'm used to, especially since it covers my stomach as well, which I'm not used to, and it compresses the stomach. So, needless to say, I was very kind of uncomfortable with this new feeling. After a couple of days, though, I got used to it, and I was able to wear it longer than initially. The thing is that I just found it a lot harder to breathe, because not only was it holding my chest down, but it was also holding down my stomach, so that just made me uncomfortable all around, and like harder to breathe from lungs and diaphragm alike. I'm not saying like I was suffocating or anything. I'm just saying it was a little uncomfortable, and I wouldn't go for a full compression. Mostly because I don't need a full compression. It wasn't really that useful to me. It's just kind of more harm than good. See, like, I tried folding the bottom of it up to, like, the lower part of my ribs so I could, like, try to breathe better. Because I remember for my GC2B, which is also a full tank, it's not full compression, though. But, like, when it covered my stomach, I was still uncomfortable with it. And, like, I found it, like, a little harder to breathe. Just, I don't know. Maybe that's a subconscious thing. But anyways, I folded it up, and I found myself able to breathe a lot better, so. And so with this one, I folded it up as well, see if I would be able to breathe better, but I could not because even folded up, it's crazy how this works, but it was still compressing. So it just started compressing like the lower part of my ribs more, my ribs more, and that was just uncomfortable and kind of painful. So I folded it back down, and so yeah, don't fold your binder. Don't try to get extra compression because it will hurt. Um, so yeah, so I didn't need full compression. It's still a very good binder, and I will use it a lot. Here's like I got like two minor things about the Underworks binder before I move on. Is one is that with the uncomfort of the full compression, like I'm just not used to it, is that it messes with my appetite. And I know it's like kind of a common thing where a binder can mess with your appetite a little bit. So it's not super new or different or super shocking. It's just like just know that it might make you a little less hungry because of the weird feeling over your stomach, or I don't know, like this could be effective to some people and not others. But I'm just saying this was a little thing that I noticed. The thing I pointed out earlier, the little fabricy things. I pointed that out for a reason, is that it kind of tickles on the underarm bit, and it's just kind of like irritating, and it's like an annoyance more like, because it's very itchy, and it just kind of like bothers me a little bit. Like this is some baby complaints right here. The binder actually binds very well, and it gives you the appearance of a flat chest, but not super flat, so it's very natural looking, and it's not as flat as the GC2B, but it's still very passable. So, like, I'm not picky. And the thing is, I don't know how it would bind for a larger chest because it's not as flat as the GC2B. The binder will look differently on different size chests. I mean, this is just a feeling I have based on like how it feels when I'm binding. So I don't know. This is not confirmed. I'm just saying I don't know anything. It's just like an opinion. A note from something my friend said who was binded with this for a lot longer than I have. They said that it feels kind of hard, and so that is something to consider, is that it doesn't look like an actual like legit clothing tank top. So because it's a see-through mesh, and like it feels hard when on your chest, so like if somebody was hugging you, they'd be able to notice that there was something there. And like if they saw through like your like the shirt, like we're in like a loose tank or something like that, and they saw the mesh, they would know it's not really like a little like undershirt tank top. Unless it's like one of those weird sporty meshy ones, then I'm like, go for it, but I don't know. This is just like something stealth concerning. An extra note about washing the binder. Usually people say to hand wash it and hang dry it, which is definitely good. I use that for like all of my binders, unless I'm like very busy, then rarely will I use the washing machine. And even so, I would do so carefully. But I usually hand wash my binders, but they said that they put it in like one of those delicate bags for like your delicate clothes, and after like 3 or 5 uses, it's back to brand spanking new. So I definitely recommend that if you're like in a hurry, or you just don't want to deal with hand washing, or you don't know how to hand wash and have no like intent on learning, then like dude, just do that, because obviously it works fine. This binder is still brand spanking new after a year, so I mean, there's no harm. Okay, switch over to the GC2B real quick because this video is longer than I intended. Right, so here's the GC2B. It is a full length, just like the other one. I have like a lot of half tanks, which I prefer to the full length, which I'll tell you why in a second, but Okay, so I have one full length. It definitely looks different. It feels different. It feels more, it's not mesh. It's definitely not mesh. None of it's mesh. It's polyester probably, and it's spandex, it's nylon, it's cotton. I just read the tag right now, but that's all of it right here. And it's very comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable than the Underworks by a lot. I'm not gonna say like by far, but like by a lot. It's really comfortable. It's just I have this one binder that I had for 2 years. Like it's a 2 year old binder. It still binds just as well when I got it. Like there's some loose material like under it or something, or like there's some threads coming out. Like it doesn't look brand spanking new, but it's been used for 2 years and it's still kicking. It's still like one of my favorite binders. So that just shows how like capable this thing is for so long, and it shows how comfortable it gets. So because of its material and how comfortable it is, it just seems to be able to like stay in use longer, and like I'd be able to use it longer for the day, which I do not condone. Do not use binder for more than 24 hours, and definitely not 48 hours, which I may or may not have done. But and it still hurt me, but not as much I feel as with this one. Like I don't think I could stand to have this for a whole day. Like that would be hurt. That would be hurt. That would, yeah. And my very loose GC2B that I've had for 2 years, it's so worn in that it just feels so natural, and like it's like sometimes it's like I'm not even wearing it. So it's just GC2B is just that comfy. It was my first binders too, so like I love it. It's like my family. Anyways, so you can see right here, this is like I guess the cottony part. I don't know what part of it is binding, but this is the cottony part right here. Like I don't know the science of the GC2B, but I just know what it's made of. It's comfortable and that it binds really well. Like you have a nice flat chest, but like not super flat, so it's not super unrealistic. I could wear it for a very long time. It's very comfortable. It feels soft. It feels great. I don't think I've ever had any problems with the customer service as well. Like I said, it was $30. It took about 2 to 3 days as well to get to me, and I think they're just like getting faster with it since they started. I have about 4 or 5 of GC2Bs. Most of them have tanks because those are a lot more comfortable. The reason I say that is because the full tank, yes, it only compresses for half, and the rest of it is just like made of like normal poly. I don't know what spandex. I don't know the stretchy one, and see that just like rolls up. It just rolls up. So like you have to like tuck it in your pants or something like that to keep it down, especially if you're active. But it'll roll up, and I just keep it there because I don't see the point in just covering my stomach if it's going to be under my shirt. And I wouldn't wear a tank without a shirt because I have curves. So like I don't know. I don't see the point of this full length binder if it's not full compression. But you do you. If you don't, it might be because people don't like the related kind of shape and look of a binder to a sports bra. That might be it. I remember that was an issue with me when I first was looking at half tanks and tanks. But like honestly, nobody's gonna see it, and it's a binder. It's not the other thing. It's a binder. People want to bind and present with a flat chest. That's what it's for. I think I got most of everything with both binders. If y'all have any questions on either or why one's better or something I missed, I don't know, just comment. I will answer very super soon as I possibly can. And thanks for watching. I'm kind of out of breath. I was trying so hard. Right, yeah. Right, so that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped in some way, and I'll see y'all next time.